only way I can envision me making it happen or my kids bringing it forward is if they go into certain specific professions that I know are going to make them money.
Right. But that's based on history and that's based on the current situation. You know, that's not adding into factors like the world's changing and we got to adapt with the change, right? We got to look around the corner instead of seeing what was in the corner behind us.
And my parents would have never had time for that. They would be like, I don't know or care that the world is changing. I need you to be a doctor.
Dude,
right?
Yeah. This is, well, technically you are, right? You are,
I mean, I'm not a physician, but I have a doctoral degree and I operate as a clinician and a provider, but
I think we are moving in a direction where mental health is absolutely seen as every other type of surgeon or whatever, you know, because where your brain and just your mental health in general is becoming more important.
I hope so.
But going back to what you just said, I think you hit it on the hammer. Time, actually, I think is the biggest thing. Like I was looking at a lot of the stuff with the U.S. election and stuff like that, and then we don't have to talk about it here. I'm not American, right? So I don't really. But like I think a big factor that people don't understand is a lot of people just don't have the time to put mental energy towards this, especially back in the days.
Yeah.
Right. Like they did not have time to think about identity or, you know,
so true.
You know, what they want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Or what direction the world is going.
Right. Like my mom took me to Canada at 38 without speaking the language. She did not have time and the ability to, you know, think about whether she wanted to do a fucking podcast.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. She was just busy making ends meet, making sure you had what you needed,
which she did,
right? And which she did. And have you heard of Maslow's hierarchy? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's kind of like that, right? As immigrants, as Asian people, and then also specifically, I feel like as Asian immigrants, right? You have to make sure that those bottom levels of the hierarchy are taken care of.
Yeah, the world really is very different now, though, than like back then.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like your parents probably went much earlier than we did. They went, what, in their 50s, 60s?
No, they went, let's see, in the 70s.
Okay.
That's right after college. Yeah. So they went in the 70s and, you know, it was like that. Like I don't think they could have even dreamed of sitting kind of around a table that we're sitting at right now and talking about the things we're talking about, right? It was all about how can we pay rent, right? How can we make sure the kids have food to eat? You know, how can I ensure my future in a place that speaks a different language from the one I grew up in, that's like a different culture, that people kind of like view me as the other. Yeah.
And yet the majority of those parents will probably be utterly disappointed that we're doing that.
Like, as opposed to sitting in surgery and like performing surgery on somebody.
Life right now.
Well, I don't know. I think
you
this
need
is
a break from that. You do it every day.
And this is what they worked for.
Yes.
Right? Like
they just didn't know it.
They just didn't know it.
Yeah. They just didn't know it.
Yeah. But I think they envisioned a life for us in which we didn't have to necessarily, you know, go through the same things they did.
Right.
Right. And that's what I hope.
No, absolutely. Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.